Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present about the building maintenance technique, which is individual assignment. So far, my name is Bmmv. Number matric B07110912 from 4 Bmmv 1/1. The building that I chose is Satya UTeM College for this audit. First, I would like to introduce the UTeM Satya, which is plot 2. The UTeM provides accommodation for students at the main campus. The Satya Residential have 5 buildings, 5 blocks, which is first 2, Jebat, Lekeh, Lekyu, and Kasturi. The groundbreaking ceremony was held on 2 April 2015, and the construction was started at 13 March on 7.28 hectare land, which is there is 5 buildings, 1 cafeteria, which can put 1,000 person at a time, and there's a sport facilities, which is futsal, basketball, and volleyball. This residential college course was completed and started operating in September 2014 and being inaugurated on March 2018 at the rebranding of My Rent to My Rent Act. Next, I would like to present about the audit report, which is the main objective for this audit is to find out the requirement of corrective and preventive maintenance in the building. Secondly, to consult the building maintenance, which is to give advice for the maintenance should be using and not be using, and lastly to determine the defect and to improve the defect caused in the building. Firstly, as you can see in the table, there's 12 defects. There's many more, but there's only 12 that I will present here. First one is in the suction tank room, which is the defect is hydropneumatic pump system that is not well. Because the bladder is broken. The bladder is inside the suction tank. So if the bladder is broken, it's not gonna work. So the defect is quite major there. Secondly, inside the suction tank room, so there is a air release valve for system hydropneumatic pump that is rust. When the air valve is rust, the air cannot be released to the outside. This is due to the failure to do PPM. It's not maintained. Thirdly, in the same room, there is no pressure gauge at the valve. This is according to the workers, this is due to the vandalism. And the fourth is the hydropneumatic pump panel rust in the suction tank room. This is due to failure to PPM. Also, this is at the storage tank room. The pipe insulation for hot water is rust, because as hot water there's evaporate water inside, so the insulation rust. This is due to failure to do PPM. And then the key unit of water level that is missing is due to vandalism. Otherwise, how can the water level is missing. So next, the gate valve that is leaking. This gate valve is leaking is actually due to the failure to the PPM, because if the PPM is conduct and is followed, the leaking must not have happened, because it has been solved. Next, the broken urinal sensor. There's about 3 or 4 urinal sensor that is broken. The toilet, this is due to failure to PPM or corrective maintenance. Next is the wet riser room, where the canvas hose failed. The damaged canvas hose inside the wet riser room due to vandalism, and also beside the wet riser room is a broken break glass due to vandalism, because who else can break the glass when there is no fire? Lastly, inside the wet riser room also, the expired dye of the. This shows the test form for the pump. It's a 3 firefighting pump, sprinkler pump, wet riser pump, and hose fill pump. This test form is to give a tally about the actual and the BCS. The CS info. So as you can see, the pump auto or manual in the BCS, it shows manual to all, but there is some at the actual at the side, such as the refill pump for jockey, stage 1 and 2 on side auto, but on BCS says manual. Other than that, the duty and standby cannot stop because of the button problem, and cannot stop when it runs auto. As for wet riser, it seems like nothing major there except for the not cut off for duty and standby stage 2. And for the hose, this is quite major because the pressure is low for the duty and standby stage 2. The pressure is low, where you can deliver the water to the hose if anything happens. So the between corrective maintenance and preventive maintenance, there is difference, but not major difference. Firstly, corrective maintenance. It is based on condition monitoring. There is planned and unplanned, but basically it's based on condition monitoring. So if the parts or equipment is failed, so they tend to correct, they tend to replace the part. And so when a routine inspection uncovers a potential fault and the equipment breakdown, corrective maintenance usually tend to approach method run to fail. Run to fail means if the parts or equipment still intact, still not fail, so it can still be used. So until it is failed, then the corrective maintenance replace. That is what for corrective maintenance. But there is planned and unplanned. Unplanned is totally didn't know, totally it's happened suddenly. Okay, as for preventive maintenance, there is PPM, planned preventive maintenance. There is usually it's based on time and usage to do the schedule, to do the calculation for the preventive. It prevents before the breakdown. So whether the parts or equipment is still okay or not, it will need to replace, because that's how preventive maintenance works. Next is about life cycle cost. As for the life cycle cost, we take an example of suction pump, because in the audit shows that the suction pump defect is quite high. So there is two maintenance, corrective and preventive. This can differentiate how the difference between corrective and preventive maintenance itself. Firstly, the breakdown per year. So this cycle cost is really by year. The breakdown per year is, for corrective is 3 times, and for preventive is only 1 time. As for the labor cost per week breakdown, it is 120 for both. Actually, the cost for both maintenance is the same, so the part cost for breakdown are the same, 50 ringgit, and the downtime also same, 500 for both. But preventive maintenance also have yearly cost of preventive maintenance, which is 260, and labor cost type 2 PM, which is 100 ringgit, and part cost type PM 50 ringgit. Has been calculated the total cost for preventive maintenance, which is the breakdown per year is 1, it is 1060 ringgit, and the total cost for corrective maintenance, which is 3 times breakdown per year, which is 2010 ringgit. So you can see that the breakdown itself can influence the total cost. So that's why preventive is more excel in this situation. It also shows that the preventive maintenance can save up to 950 ringgit rather than corrective. So as for the initial investment, the budget for both maintenance per year is 2,500 for the suction pump. So the return of investment can be calculated, and for corrective maintenance it's only 24.37%, rather than the preventive maintenance, which is, let's say, 100%, 135.5% of preventive maintenance. We move on to the discussion. So there is 4 discussion that is being discussed in the discussion. Firstly is why corrective and preventive maintenance. So there's other maintenance such as CBM, condition based maintenance, but corrective and preventive is both main branch of the maintenance. Is corrective maintenance is actually almost the same as CBM. So it shows corrective and preventive because it is a main maintenance to use. So second, why defects still occur? Defects still occur because due to lack of CPM, lack of CPM or PM, corrective maintenance, because workers tend to use corrective maintenance more, because as you can see, corrective maintenance is run to fail. So when fail, you replace. If not fail, you sit back and relax. So the defect, of course, because workers lack of discipline to check the equipment, the part on the site. So third, why must follow the PM schedule? As it been said, the preventive maintenance is good because there is schedule to check the parts because it is beneficial, because as you can see from the cycle cost, it shows how different corrective and preventive. It shows how prevent is more effective than just correct. So why must follow the schedule? Because you have to prevent from breakdown. Lastly is with maintenance and costly. Obviously from the cycle cost, it shows that the corrective is costly than the preventive maintenance. Lastly, the conclusion and recommendation. First, using corrective maintenance can lead to machine damage. From this segment, it's not being said that the corrective maintenance is bad or it is not good enough. It says because workers tend to think that corrective maintenance only being made to replace when there is fail. So there's no need to check the equipment, the component. So the worker tends to sit back and relax more than check the situation based on like condition monitoring itself. So in this situation, the preventive maintenance excel in this situation. So maintenance shows that you can prevent before it breaks down. So can be good. So as for the ROI, the PM is exceed 100, so it is good. Rather than the corrective, it is 20%. So, but as we said, both maintenance approach is good because the both maintenance is a main maintenance approach in building services, in building research, building maintenance. So PBM is more excellent planned maintenance because it's being planned accordingly to prevent from breakdown. As for the recommendation, the Satya building can use both corrective and preventive maintenance at the same time because it can help prevent from more costly damage caused during a year. So that's all from me. Thank you.